says Ciphford.
Hey everybody, Dutchy Doug here, back with another episode of your PA Dutch Minute. This is part of a series that we look at cultural, historical, language sometimes based topics around Pennsylvania Dutch. And a couple episodes ago, I did a video on people who are famous and also have PA Dutch ancestry. We looked at Elon Musk, George Lucas, and Gwyneth Paltrow. And at first glance, you're probably like, how are any of them Pennsylvania Dutch? Well, if you missed that video, I'll link it down below and you can watch and learn how those three famous people all have Pennsylvania Dutch in their family tree. And that video was really well received. I got a lot of positive comments and people were really excited about me doing that video. But then I also got a list of, hey, you got to do a video about this person. They're famous in Pennsylvania Dutch, or this person. And there were names listed that I didn't even realize were Pennsylvania Dutch. Some I did, some I didn't. So I have to address some of this. And I decided to do a part 2 with 3 more famous people. And there'll probably be a part 3 and a part 4. You just guys got to let me know in that comment section, hey, who am I missing? What famous people out there? And they don't have to be TV or movie related. It could be in other fields. Do we have a Nobel Prize winner that was Pennsylvania Dutch? That's an honest question. I don't know. I'd have to look. But if you know someone outside of that realm of Hollywood and TV and music, throw those names in the section down below. Either on Facebook or here on the YouTube channel, so that I can add them to my growing list of famous Pennsylvania Dutch people to research and make sure that they actually are, and then do a video about them. But I know for a fact that the 3 that I'm coming with today to bring you guys all are Pennsylvania Dutch descendants. And again, some of them you might know, oh yeah, I knew that. And some of you might be like, oh, I didn't know that. So let's jump right in. Here is part 2, famous people who are Pennsylvania Dutch. All 3 of these people are still alive and are actively working and actively famous. All right. The first one we're going to start with is Amanda Seyfried, who many of you probably recognize right away from her work in TV and movies. She's been in some really big movies and some really popular TV shows. She was born on the 3rd of December, 1985 in Allentown, Pennsylvania, and grew up in the Allentown region. She would go on to become a Golden Globe and Emmy Award-winning actress. And when you look at her genealogy, we know that she is Pennsylvania Dutch through both her mother and her father's sides of the family. Seyfried, of course, is a popular Pennsylvania Dutch last name. And I just did a quick search on like her family tree and just look at some of these names that are in her tree. These are as Pennsylvania Dutch as they come. Eck, Seyfried, of course, Fry, Abert, Breisch, Hensinger, Allebach. There were more. I just chose these. She's about as Pennsylvania Dutch as it gets. Now, I've never seen her do an interview or talk about being Pennsylvania Dutch, so I don't know how much she connects to that. If any of you have ever seen her do an interview or talk about this aspect of her life, please let me know and share the link, because I'd love to see her talk about growing up with her grandparents. Maybe her grandparents spoke Pennsylvania Dutch. I don't know, and I don't want to guess or make false claims. But if you know that to be the case, or that she's talked about being Pennsylvania Dutch, definitely let us all know so that we can learn some more about Amanda. But if you've never seen any of her work, I would highly recommend you check out her many movies and multiple TV shows as well. She's really good. We're staying in the Allentown, Lehigh area for our second famous person, and that is the one and only Carson Kressley. Now, most of you will know Carson probably from his role on the original TV series Queer Eye for the Straight Guy, which was hugely popular on Bravo quite a number of years ago. Since then, he's gone on to do much more. Born on the 11th of November, 1969 in Allentown, Pennsylvania. He would end up going to, I think, Northern Lehigh School District, and then would graduate with his degree from Gettysburg College. So he's as Pennsylvania as it comes. And he grew up on his family raised ponies. So he also was always around horses and equestrian sports. He's an accomplished rider and has horses. And he has gone on, as we mentioned, an actor, but he also is a designer, and he's a TV personality. Right now, he's hosting a show on the Food Network. There's tons of stuff that Carson is into. But the one thing I really like about Carson is that he's very outspoken about his Pennsylvania Dutch background. There are multiple clips online of him actually speaking some Pennsylvania Dutch. He was on multiple like morning talk shows. There's one famous clip where he teaches the audience how to make Pennsylvania Dutch potato filling because it's a recipe that he loves so much. And I mean, that's as Pennsylvania Dutch as it gets, right? Can you imagine, a meal, especially like a holiday meal where you don't have Pennsylvania Dutch potato filling on the table? I don't want to imagine that. So Carson is very outspoken about being Pennsylvania Dutch. He still has a farm in the Lehigh Valley. Now he's also probably has houses out on the West Coast as well. I mean, he's really popular and famous, but he does return home to Pennsylvania often. He has a farm here in Pennsylvania Dutch country where he has horses. So definitely, if you're not familiar with his work, check him out. And a proud, outspoken Pennsylvania Dutchman. Of course, you got to watch the clip of him speaking Pennsylvania Dutch. I think he does it on one of those really popular nationally broadcasted morning talk shows. And the Pennsylvania Dutch potato filling, you got to watch him do that too, because it's worth it. So we've had two famous people from Allentown. That's great. Much love to the Lehigh Valley. But for our final person for this video, we got to go 2 counties to the west, and we're going to Lancaster County to talk about Jonathan Groff. Not Groff, however he pronounces it, or you pronounce it. It's Groff, I think, is how most people pronounce it in where he's from. Born on the 26th of March, 1985 in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Grew up in the little town of Ronks, which for those of you in the Lancaster area, you will know that town. He would go on to become an absolutely amazing actor and singer. In fact, multiple Tony and Grammy Award winning. He currently is on Broadway. He was in the original cast of Hamilton, the smash musical hit. He just won a Tony for Merrily We Roll Along. He is the real deal when we think of like Broadway superstar. That's Jonathan Groff. And he is Pennsylvania Dutch on both his mother and his father's side. And again, like Amanda, I looked up some of his family tree, and we're looking at names like Groff, Garber, Eby, Brubaker, Herr, Metzler, Kreider, and Kaufman. That doesn't get any more Pennsylvania Dutch than that. I have not seen any clips of him or interviews where he's talking about being Pennsylvania Dutch. Again, like Amanda, I'll throw that out to you guys. If you've ever read anything where he has talked about being Pennsylvania Dutch, I'd love to read it or see if it's a video, for example. So definitely share that information with everybody in the comment section down below, either here on the YouTube channel or over on our Facebook page. But if you've never heard him sing, please do yourself a favor and look him up. What an amazing talent, and Pennsylvania Dutch to boot. So there are 3 more famous people to add to our list of famous people who are Pennsylvania Dutch. And like I said, there's lots more out there. Give me names. Tell me people. They don't have to be Hollywood or Broadway. It could be somebody from the science fields or somebody famous right now that's working in, I don't know, medicine or technology. Like we had Elon Musk in the last video. He's not Hollywood. So definitely let me know, and we'll look it up and add to our list of growing Pennsylvania Dutch famous people that we can do a future video, part 3, on sometime down the road. So a couple announcements real quick before I let you guys go. Would you like some Pennsylvania Dutch merch? We have tons of things available over on our Zazzle site, zazzle.com/PADutch101. We have shirts, we have stickers, car magnets, we have baby onesies, we have bibs for babies, and they're all Pennsylvania Dutch themed. Check out the many, many things that we have available on our store. There's got to be something there for somebody that you love that'll make a great gift, or treat yourself and buy yourself something. There's some really great stuff there. Zazzle.com/PADutch101. If you'd like to financially support what we do here on the channel, we would love for you to do that. You can buy me a coffee at buymeacoffee.com/Doug Mainford, or you can become a patron at our Patreon page, just patreon.com/PADutch101. There is tons of ways for you to connect with us too. We have our website, PADutch101.com, and we are on the socials, as the kids are saying these days. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. Just look for @PADutch101. I love your continued support. We're going to keep bringing the Pennsylvania Dutch content to you guys here on the YouTube channel and on the social media feeds. As long as you guys want it, we'll keep bringing it. Till next time, dear friends, go out and tell your friends about the good things we're doing here at the channel, and share that PA Dutch love with everybody, whether they're Pennsylvania Dutch or not. And I will be back with some new content in the near future. Till then, dear friends, Schmetz Deutsch, speak a little Pennsylvania Dutch. And as we say in Pennsylvania Dutch, Mach's gut.
Mach's gut, and don't forget to like and subscribe. And schlock that notification bell.